Hi, it's Support1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And today I've just got some footage of me helping Barrel Koala out. And if you've never been to Obsidian Orbital, I would highly recommend it. It's very freaky being in a station that sounds like a YouTuber. But you have to be a massive YouTuber before they do that for you, trust me. Now, what I want to talk about today is what I would do if I was FDev with the Legacy version of Elite Dangerous. Now, clearly they don't particularly want to spend much money on it. They clearly don't want to bring us anything new, and they've announced that we will just be left as it is ongoing. Now, to me that's a waste. It's a big waste of potential and opportunity. Now, what I would do if I was FDev is I personally would hand the Legacy version a bit more over to the community. See if you could get community volunteers to volunteer to do stuff or volunteer to come up with ideas. Also, there's nothing stopping them making the Legacy version a free-to-play, entry-level version of the game, and basically encourage people to move on to the paid version, the live version, at a future date. We already know they can do transfers from the Legacy version to the live version, and allowing free-to-play players to get an experience of flying around the universe, fighting in the spaceships, doing missions, doing stuff that, builds in, is a great advertisement for the game, the paid version of the game. Allowing people to fly the spaceships for free and offering space legs as a paid upgrade, not a bad feeder into the game. Also, it would breathe new life into the Legacy version of the game as players pass through, some of them onto PC, some of them staying on Legacy. And those free-to-play players that stay on Legacy would still be buying arcs and spending stuff in the arc store, so you'd still be getting some money out of them as well. Let's face it, as an attractive option, I'm sure a free-to-play version of the Legacy version is more appealing than buying the Legacy version to find out that it's an abandoned game. And at the moment I don't think sales of Elite Dangerous on console are going to be much to shout home about. But as a free-to-play game, you would see a spike in numbers again. And like I say, as a free-to-play advert for the main game, it would work really well. I mean, let's face it, Elite Dangerous has a lot of mechanics that make it very similar to a free-to-play game, both the Legacy and the live version. I'm surprised at their stance. There was original notification that we might be able to buy the new ships that are coming out as paid, but that was quashed, and it appears not, that the Legacy version will not be able to buy the new ships. Which is odd, because you'd have thought putting a ship model into a game, especially a variant like these ships appear to be, wouldn't be particularly difficult or demanding. But as we know, when it comes to FDev and the Legacy version of the game and console players in general, they're not bending over backwards for us. But I mean, honestly, if you made this game free to play and gave us 4 to 6 community goals a year that were rotating and different, rare good ones, trade ones, bounty hunting ones, etc. You could even just set the reward as more arcs. People would be happy with that. Or the occasional pre-engineered module, the ones that have already been released. I think you would have a much more vibrant and amazing game on console. And if you made it free to play and gave it some love and attention, I think it would attract more players for the main game, for the live version of the game. As people get to play free-to-play version on PC, on console, and build up and transfer over to the PC version if they feel like getting space legs or adding that fun into the game. I just think it's a good advert for the game. That's my personal take on what I would do. I would only look to release Legacy on Xbox if there was a massive uptick in player base. I mean, originally the player base was too small on the new Xboxes to justify release of Odyssey or a release of Odyssey as a separate game, because at the time there were problems getting hold of the consoles. Most people were still playing on the old consoles, and the majority of players hadn't moved over to the new consoles. And now I think that's very different, and the picture on console looks a lot different. But their decision at that time to not move forward with Odyssey, I think, cost them a lot of money. And if they could take that back and change their mind on that, I think maybe they would. But it'd be interesting to be a fly on the wall for a day at FDev and see what the discussions are like. But if I was that fly on the wall, I would be shouting from the rafters about how they could make much more out of the legacy version of the game, the console version of the game, and give players a little bit more love and attention over here, because we're still playing, and they've got to notice the fact there's still quite a lot of players playing this game on the legacy version, which is supposed to be dead. You know, and here I am helping out another newbie. There's a massive increase in newbies on this game, and there are still some amazing sights to see, as I was showing him. But that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you think the console version's worth the effort or not. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.